Hey guys, Man Cake here. A little late for episode 2 on the videos I'm going to do all season for the Reds. This is going to be the opening series review and slash the second series Reds Pirates preview. Obviously they played tonight. I will get to tonight's game here in a little bit. First, I want to talk about the first series, Reds Phillies. Uh, Okay. Sorry. Charger problem. Okay, there we go. Reds, Phillies, opening day, Monday, April 4th. Reds beat the Phillies 6-2. Um, Winner, Ollendorf. Loser, Hernandez. Basically, it was a game where Reds scored one in the first inning. They scored late. They had the big 5-run eighth inning. The big 5-run eighth inning. Yeah, Votto and Bruce did a majority of the damage. It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. I watched it on my app on and off, taking the kid to the doctor. So I switched between watching it on the app, watching it on the radio, tracking it on the MLB app. But yeah, 6-2. Like I said, going into this series, I wasn't expecting the series to mean anything. I think the point of this series was to get confidence. Knowing this team is young, knowing it might be very well be a long season. This series isn't to prove anything. It isn't to prove we've arrived or anything. It is simply for confidence. Heading forward, that's what we did. We got 3 wins. I think they're off Tuesday. Game 2 was a walk off. They scored 2 in the bottom of the ninth to win. Shebler got a walk off hit. They scored 2. Hit one in center field. Scored 2. Shebler is the guy I think they got from the Dodgers in the Frazier trade. I like him so far. There's pieces of this team I like. Holt has looked good defensively. Although the names are different, and yes, it's young. It still might be a long season, but I do like the pieces of this team. Some of the pieces are exciting. They win the second game 3-2. They win game 3, 10-6. Basically, they had a big fourth inning, 8-run fourth inning. It was like 9-2. Phillies would come back and score 4 runs, but at this point it was over. Winner Stevenson. I thought Stevenson looked good. He made some mistakes in the middle innings, but for the most part, I thought he did well. He got the win, so you really can't complain for anything. I'm going to go back to game 2. Who pitched game 2? I forget. Brandon Finnegan. I like Brandon Finnegan. They got him from the Royals. Apparently, he pitched in the World Series. I don't think it was the. It was either the World Series they won last year or it was the one against the Giants. He apparently pitched in the World Series, which is wild to me. He's good. He still has some pitches to work on. I mean, like it's kind of like Stevenson. He's ahead of Stevenson, but he's kind of like Stevenson. He just needs polishing. I thought I think he pitched better than Stevenson. He's definitely more major league ready. I think he'll be in the rotation all year. I liked Finnegan, and then of course Iglesias looked good. Iglesias deserves to win probably more than all 3 of them. He pitched the best game and got the no decision because they didn't score until late. Um, so yeah, other than that, they sweep the Phillies. 3 games like I predicted. I thought they was important. I know beating the Phillies means 0. Beating the Phillies means 0. The Phillies, I think, are the one team that was worse than the Reds last year. So I know that. It's not going to mean anything. It's nothing to brag about. It was basically to give this young Reds team confidence going forward. And now we're going to talk about the unfortunate thing. The Reds did lose tonight, 6-5. They had a 5-2 lead Starlin Marte hit a grand slam off of J.J. Hoover to take the 6-5 win. They would hang on and win 6-5. Like I said, I used to get blood boiling over games like this. The season's too long. The season's too long, especially this season where it's probably going to be bad. So you can't stress out over every game. Come back tomorrow. It's all you can do. I kind of I think today's loss would have bugged me more if I thought this was a competitive. A couple years ago, I would have been raging and cussing up a storm because they were I believe they were World Series contenders a couple years ago, 2012, 2013. This year, it's just learning. It's just learning, and I know J.J. Hoover's not a rookie by any means, but I mean, to me, J.J. Hoover isn't. Um, J.J. Hoover wasn't the. I mean, he gave up the home run. Ollendorf was the one you got to blame. He had 2 outs on 6 pitches, and then has 2 strikes on the next batter, beams him in the back, and then beams him on the back, and then walks a guy, and then loads the base, and then gives up that 1 hit. Brandon Phillips tries to turn it behind his back, can't do it. Loads the bases. So Ollendorf is the one to blame, not Hoover. Now, here in Cincinnati, we like to blame Hoover. It's just easy, but yeah, I mean, like I said, things like this was going to happen. I knew the Phillies series was too easy, and then I think there's a lot of positives to pull out of this game one. They had a lot of guys on base. They were hitting well. Like I said before, I watched this. I switched between watching it on the app, listening to it on the radio, and I looked at some of it on my phone. I was getting dinner, doing laundry, and stuff like that. When I was looking on my phone, every time I looked on my phone, they would have a guy on first and second with 1 out. So they were getting guys on base, which in previous years is something we struggled with. The Pirates, they could have been, like I said, it's bad because the Pirates are a good team, and I think we caught them on a bad day, and we still lost because they were flawless. Now they probably had a lot of momentum, a lot of motivation against the Cardinals. They killed the Cardinals every game. I think the last game was kind of close, but they dominated the Cardinals. I knew going into this game they might have a little bit of a letdown, be a little bit off, and they were tonight. They made mistakes. Lariano was nowhere near what he's used to it being. They got his pitch count up. Got him out. Then they were hitting him, and then they did all that, and then the bullpen blew it. So, like I said, there's a lot of positives to take out of this game. Like I said, I still think we're not going to be obviously make the playoffs or anything, but I do like the pieces on this team. Like I said, I hated towards the end of last year. I was hardly watching Reds games because it was just so. I was into football and I was coaching football. Last year's team was so depressing because I still had went in last year was like my last year where I was like they might have a chance to make the playoffs and do something, and then it was so depressing. So depressing, and then the off season I heard how bad this team was going to be, how bad this team is, and they're not as bad as I thought they'd be. After watching this team, the 2016 Reds, this isn't a team. I mean, they may still be finished 4th, just because the division's so bad, hard. They got the Cubs, Cardinals, Pirates. We're better than the Brewers. We could finish 4th and still be a decent team. This team is better than I thought it was. I do like the pieces on this team. Well, going in, I was going to do a video yesterday to preview the series. My expectations and prediction of this series is all I want them to do is win 1 game. Just 1 game. They win 1 game. That means they lose 2. They are 4-2 going out of that. They're coming out of the first 2 series of the year 4-2. I think is very good. I like that record. 4-2. I would kill for that record. Now it sounds like shit now because we were 3-0, could be 4-0, and then that means we lose 2 in a row. So it sounds horrible. But if you would have asked any Reds fan, would you take 4-2 after the first 2 series? They would have said, hell yeah. But I win this series wanting an expectation were to win 1 game. That's why I was kind of mad they lost tonight because I was like, yes, so win the 1 game. Saturday and Sunday are gravy. Did not happen. They got to win one of the next two. That's what I want out of this team. Win one of the next two games. 4-2. Don't be 3-3. I don't want them to get swept after sweeping the Phillies. You don't want that because that'll pretty much erase the Phillies. Because you sweep a crappy team and then you get swept by a really good team, which you could argue is expected. But if they were to sweep the Phillies, and I wanted them to make, if they would have won today, it would have been like one more from winning the series, and we would have had to sweep the Phillies and then won a series against a predicted playoff World Series contender in the Pirates, which is still weird to say. But yeah, my expectation is they will win one of these next two games. Let's go ahead and see on this trusty app. Okay, Iglesias is going in game 2. It's Iglesias, Rocio Iglesias versus Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole, like any other decent pitcher in the NL Central, gives the Reds troubles. I mean, I don't think they do great against him, but I mean, he's a good pitcher. Garrett Cole for Rocio Iglesias, good starting lineup. They play 110 tomorrow. I probably will not be seeing a bunch of it because I'm working tomorrow at the Dayton Dragons game. Raffle ticket 50-50 salesman. So I probably will not be watching this game. I'll try to keep track on my phone score. But yeah, hopefully they can win that game. If Iglesias pitches like he did opening day, they will have a chance. It'll be close. And then it'll just be down to, like I said, after the night, which I was unsure anyway, is the bullpen. How will the bullpen do? You always worry about that. And then game 3, Sunday, will be lock for the Pirates versus to be determined for the Reds. So yeah, I heard they scratched Descalfani. I think he was supposed to pitch Sunday. So I'm not sure who's going to pitch Sunday. I mean, my guess would be they had the off day. It would be on Brandon Finnegan's day. It'll be his day to pitch. So if Finnegan pitches, I like Finnegan. So I think both of these games, the pitching should be there. The starting pitching should be there anyway. So I think just hope for winning one of the next two. And like I said, I will do a video, a review video of the Pirate series, talking about what happened in Game 2 and Game 3, and then I'll probably combine that with. From now on, I'll probably do a preview review combining it. I will. Episode 3, the next video will be a Reds Pirates review, series review. And then on Monday, they start at Wrigley. Lester, oh wait, so Finnegan's pitching on Monday. They're saving Finnegan for the Cubs. That should be pretty good. Be Finnegan versus Lester on Monday. I will do a Reds Pirates series review video / Reds Cubs preview video, and I will talk about that. Like I said, Cubs Cardinals. It's right here. Like I said, no expectations, nothing to lose. The Reds should be playing loose. They got no expectations. So hopefully they can look pretty good. At the very least, give me some fun baseball to watch. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.